Hi, guys. My little sluggy trash bags. I am going to be at Zany's in Chicago tonight and tomorrow. Check me out there. I'm going to be at Hilarities in Cleveland, Ohio, September 9th through 11th. I'm bringing Josh Potter. I'm going to be at the Life is Beautiful Festival in Las Vegas, September 18th and 19th. I'm going to be in, how do you guys say it? Riley. Everyone's mad at me for saying it wrong. Raleigh. We'll spell it different. Raleigh, North Carolina at Goodnight, September 23rd through 25th. I'm going to hopefully then be in Hawaii with Khalyla. I'm going to be at the Comedy Works in Denver, October 14th and 16th. San Antonio, Laugh Out Loud, October 22nd and 23rd. And a lot more other dates at AnnieLetterman.com. Check it out. You can get some of my merch. Come see me, Sluggies. We've been having so much fun. It's crazy.
Hi Slugs, I'm not here today, but I wanted to let you know I have a new drop at sleepoverbyesther.com. It's the Enchantment Under the Sea dance look, and I'm also coming to San Francisco and Portland. Those tickets are going fast, so go to estheronice.com if you're coming to see me, and enjoy the Slug Queens.
I'm excited.
Most episodes.
I've been waiting a long time since day one to just come on and to see the flavor, the spice, to watch the lifestyle unfold instantly.
Can I give you a nickname?
What?
Big Esther.
Let's go. Proudly. Big Esther. We're the same.
Esther, you look beautiful today.
Thank you so much.
You look more showered than usual.
I didn't even shower this morning. I was in a hot tub last night, so I felt good enough not to shower.
That's so disgusting and perfect for our show.
Yeah. Let the beans soak a bit, you know? A couple pico.
Whose hot tub were you in?
My buddy Benny's.
Oh, Benny.
Maddie and Benny.
Yeah.
Do you have friends that don't have an E sound at the end of their name?
Annie.
Khalyla.
Yeah. Khalyla.
Georgie.
Khalyla.
No, I hang out with just Y's. It's easier that way.
I have to confront Khalyla right now. Do you have fucking Botox?
Where?
Okay.
I'm tan, bitch. I just came from Hawaii.
Honestly, listen, it would be fine if you did, but you look a little snatched.
Because that's what
Why would you be mad? It's a compliment.
You know, George said the same thing to me after I got back from Hawaii. He was like, you, for once, look beautiful.
What if
once is nice.
What if Khalyla
nice.
They get Botox in Hawaii is what you're asking?
never went to Hawaii?
Three-prong.
It was all a green screen and that you just went to go get all snatched up.
Imagine if it was a medical vacation.
You look great.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful.
Shining.
I
Glowing.
honestly,
Right?
feel
She's
like
pregnant.
by who? Oh, Hawaiian.
She got fucked by a dolphin.
Man. Yeah.
by a Hawaiian man.
A Hawaiian man.
Right as she was spearing a fish, it speared her.
Yeah.
It speared me
Fish
back.
insemination.
Speared you at the same time.
It's the new.
Someone nutted in me in the ocean, guys. We don't know who, but it certainly has
Could have been a
happened.
manatee, a walrus.
You're gonna have
Sea
Aquaman.
cucumber.
Wait, I did
Gooey
swim
duck?
with I did see a monk seal. They're critically endangered. I am the
Aren't monk
last
seals
final
not
receiver
safe?
of that sperm.
The sperm.
Aren't monk seals not allowed to have sex? Aren't they absolute? Guys, I raised my hand for that one. Woo! The dad jokes are back.
But thank you so much, Annie.
You really are. And by the way, tan isn't your.
I'm tan. That's what it is.
Is what it is?
It's what it is.
It's what it is.
Maddie, you're also very tan.
Maddie taking a hot tub bath is the funniest thing I've ever heard. Now, I'm thinking about that. Where you're like, how long will you go without the shower after the bath? After the hot tub?
Tomorrow. Well, I'm gonna go in the hot tub later.
Wait,
after
you're Canadian?
This. Yeah.
I heard it near tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
So
tomorrow.
But you live here.
What?
But you live here.
No. Ew.
You live in Canada.
Don't ew us.
Well, Mary, it's a bit much. I live in Ridgeway.
But here's the thing: your healthcare stuff was cool until it took 6 months to get your second vaccine.
I got my vaccines here, so that was nice. But the
oh, look at him!
Just like I got my Botox in Hawaii.
Yeah. No, Canada's the best.
Canada's beautiful. Well,
Great
there's
place.
got to be some ugly spots to it.
Yeah.
It's so big. I've been to Montreal, which
You like Montreal for sure.
they were very rude. Honestly, they were so mean to me.
There you go.
And when a cop, I was jaywalking in a very innocent way, like
Right.
How was an innocent way of jaywalking?
Like I was looking, and everyone started going, so I just went. Like I didn't I wasn't leading the
It wasn't a
race.
New York way.
Yeah, I didn't do it knowing that I was jaywalking. I accidentally
It was
jaywalked.
an accident. It was an accidental crime.
When the guy came to give me my ticket and he found out I was American, he was so like juicily excited. Like his face got so excited and like
He's breaking you
comically,
down.
he was very excited to be like, I got one.
Yeah.
I got one. And then I'll get the pictures of this because I fought him like
Yeah.
a juvenile delinquent.
Right.
I was like, so there's all these pictures of me screaming at the cop because I saw a fan with a camera who had just said something about the show I had gone to before or that he had seen me on before because it was the Montreal Comedy Festival. So I was like, and then I was like, because I was like, if I get arrested for jaywalking, it's so good. Like being a comedian's so fun because you can
make a joke
everything
out
is
of that.
good. Yeah.
Have you ever been arrested, Maddie?
Yeah.
Okay.
What happens in Canada when you get arrested? They like go, don't do that.
They tap you on your little nose and they send you on your way. No, I got arrested in high school. And then it was like we were at a hotel party. It was like semi-formal. And we just got into a fight with cops and we were all getting kicked out of a hotel. And then my brother punched a cop. And then we got into a fist fight with cops. That's the difference. We would have just got shot in America.
Yeah,
I feel if you punched a cop.
Yeah.
So you would have, so that's maybe a difference. And
Do the
then-
cops have shields?
No.
For punching?
No, they didn't have shields. It wasn't a riot.
What if they
It was
had
a bunch of
not, wouldn't it be cool if
teenagers.
they had swords? I want to see.
They have swords.
They did. No.
Yeah, Canadian cops have swords. Like
You
English
liar.
in the thing, they just have the bats, the bobbies. And then in Canada, they do have like little swords. Like long, like
bayonet.
like chivalry kind of thing. Swords.
Like when you're doing a good deed, a cop comes and knights
Yeah,
you.
if you were to wait for the light and not jaywalk, they would come over and tap you on the shoulders. Milady.
Are you? This is
Knighted.
what I'm nervous about.
Yeah.
Are you telling me the truth and I'm going to be gullible, or are you being silly and I'm? I love
Canada,
you.
do we have cops all have swords, right?
Answer him! Answer him!
Answer Annie.
Answer Annie. They have pistols. They only have pistols.
What's a
Like
pistol?
like not a
What's that
Glock.
gun?
They have like a Western.
So it's like
a 6-shooter, like a pow pow. Stop it. Pow.
they have
And then if
spurs?
they get close combat, they pull out the sword. So then they don't have to shoot first.
wow.
It's a little more chill. So if you're spray painting, a cop would just walk up and like cut your hand off.
Oh,
A tap of the wrist.
a little slicey
Slice. Just to let you know, it's like Aladdin days, you know? You steal like a grapefruit or like a persimmon, they come over and cut your hand off.
or a loaf of bread.
Or a loaf of bread.
Annie, I
Fragile.
want to ask about your
Wait, buy sleepover. I really literally feel
Okay,
guilty
yes,
wearing
plug
this.
that.
Will you please buy Sleepover by Esther?
because that's not it.
it's not it, and I feel guilty that I'm wearing like a competing brand. I'm not going to tell you what the fucking brand is. Okay.
It's a hoodie. Everybody has hoodies. There's 1,000 million hoodies.
I know, but you've not met Esther yet, have you?
Is she fragile?
No. Edit this out. I'm scared.
That's
She's
the first
our-
edit out?
Esther-
Is she fragile?
Let's just say she's not fragile. Annie and I could just be dropped from 100 feet and probably still survive.
Yeah.
We're just rough bitches.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
rough bitches.
So Esther
In
is probably
comparison,
average.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Esther is a very on the down low. Probably would make the best CIA agent out of all of us.
Yeah, she's clip clapping on
She's
her computer at
she's
all
an
times.
intel queen,
Wow.
and she
Knows it
asks
all.
questions, and you don't realize how much you've already divulged.
Yes.
So she's very, very crafty. in
About
that way.
10
way.
years
Secrets.
about 10 years into our friendship, I realized she has never told me any information except asked me questions. And she preyed on my narcissism. She preyed on my narcissism. It took
You
10
told her
years to
every
realize. I was
fragile
like,
moment, every
every-
vulnerable little thing, every trauma, every little crack.
everyone's heard those. I can't shut up about them.
Big Esther, we should probably let you know that Annie and I have been molested in every single hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we talk about it a lot. So if for any reason you're uncomfortable with it,
You
there's
ring
a
the Esther
bell,
bell.
for right next to you. That's the banana.
I like how you jerked it off a little. You went right in.
I'm like, if we get too deep on the molest part, if we get just too much molestation talk,
yeah, just ring the bell. We'll
I
stop.
love
Molested.
Diddly talks.
It's great.
I have some merch coming out that
If you haven't been molested, I feel like you're the weirdo.
No,
That's what I think.
I just feel I've been doing a joke about how I feel bad for like the 2 kids in my graduating class that like didn't know all of our teachers were molesters. I'm like, oh my god, how did you molested all of us except you?
I've had all varieties of molestation, and so
Yeah.
has Annie, and all different from preschool to present.
There we
It's just
go.
been a consistent thing in our lives.
Yeah.
Before Annie got here, she was telling me about a very, very serious dilemma she's having. about 2 shamans that are giving her conflicting information.
You guys, I have too many shamans.
Why do you have any?
Wait,
She has a
first of all,
Shami
hold
dilemma.
on.
Can you just read like a meme on
Hold
the
on,
internet
by the
like
way-
everybody else?
Wait, this was given to me by a fan. Guess the gender of the fan that gave this to me.
Oh.
Are they?
It was a straight white male.
Oh.
Him and his girlfriend came, and I made fun of it, and then he gave it to me. And I love it, and I like it because it adds a shaman aspect to my.
Yeah. What
my-
was the thing hanging out of it? Like, what is
Oh,
that?
I've got. Well, I thought we should do.
What is that?
We should sage the
No, here. I can do
the
some
room. We had a
saging.
little bit of it was a wild
It's
episode.
a rough episode last week.
It was, yeah.
We were all in goth and we laid out our feelings.
You were all in goth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Esther was like
Emo.
emo, 2000s
she was like
emo.
off.
Like My Chemical Romance goth?
Yeah.
Esther was like
Whoa.
like she found out it was a goth episode while she was walking by like a CVS, and she was like, "Do they sell shirts here?" And she like found one T-shirt. All right,
What's
so
up with
do you
that
have a lighter?
sage? What was that, a crystal? What is that, a box with a crystal in it?
This is medicine animal cards. We're gonna get to the bottom of what's going on with you, Maddie.
We're going to read you.
Read me. I'm so excited to be read.
What is
And then the most holy of all items.
Is that a tampons?
Yes, I have never not either been PMSing or on my period in every episode of this podcast. Like absolutely, genuinely not made up. Like literally,
Someone's got to.
I'm wearing a nighttime pad right now just so I don't ruin my new pants. I am.
Are those really
deciding-
expensive sunglasses
No,
or really
no,
cheap?
no. I go to the Grove and I get like the 5 for $25.
Right. Okay. I like
Yeah,
that.
I like a kiosk sunglass situation because you're gonna sit on them, you're gonna lose them.
She's into future cataracts. It's a look she's going for.
Is that? Oh no, because this is cataracts look.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I
that's
thought you
not
were gonna say
polarized.
that, because the cheap ones give you bad.
they don't do
They don't
anything for you.
Yeah, they just like.
So you look right into the sun without
I've been
knowing.
waiting for an excuse to buy expensive sunglasses, but I was like,
You should
just
buy
got
expensive
it.
ones.
and your beautiful green eyes.
Yeah, your beautiful green eyes.
you guys, they were yellow
the-
last week. Do you have expensive sunglasses?
Always. I have expensive everything.
I love
You
that.
do look very expensive.
Yeah, I do.
You look
That's my
underground
thing.
expensive though.
Yeah.
I think
like,
you're my
I'm also
style
relatable.
icon.
Yeah. I'm very
Which car was
expensive.
yours out there?
Tahoe.
Of course.
Rental.
Oh, a rental.
Yeah, I don't live here. I rent cars.
What car do you drive?
4-door.
back home.
Me?
Yeah.
I drive a Denali,
What is that?
a truck.
Ooh, cool. I like a good truck. What do you throw in the back? Bodies.
Bodies, dead deer, fences.
Are you a fighter? I mean a shooter.
A hunter.
A hunter? No. I've hunted. Are you a fighter? Are you a
I
hunter?
imagine
Do you
that
hunt
it's
people?
always the remnant. It's like that's the only
Have
way
you ever
that you can.
seen Surviving the
Or the
Game with
Reverend?
Ice-T? Do you hunt homeless people?
What's the Reverend is the one where he's
The Reverend.
fighting.
Yeah, where they put the gunpowder, where he gets bit by the bear.
Yeah,
The bear, yeah.
And they
That's
put
the revenant.
I call
Yeah.
it the remnant.
The remnants of the body
The
of the bear
remnants of his
eater.
the sliced up thing.
Yeah.
But that's how I think hunting goes. I call it
Do you
That is
hunt,
it.
Maddie?
I have hunted.
What do you hunt?
I've hunted moose. I've hunted deer, goats.
You good at it?
No.
You're not natural,
I'm
morbid.
loud. I'm like walking around.
Oh my God.
I'm making jokes. I'm you just sit there and like whisper to each other for 17 hours and you're like, bro, can we just talk? And then they're just like, no, shh, I can't hear it. And you're like, you can hear it? There's nothing. There's wind. It's snowing. I'm cold.
You're definitely the same type of hunter as I am.
Yeah, like I like walk out. I want to like shoot something like with a Uzi out of a car, you know, like just drive into the woods and like spray the woods. Hopefully, get something. And you just send out like a bunch of people to drag it back.
That's the equivalent of dynamite fishing.
Yeah,
Where you just blow up the coral and see.
Yeah.
Also very illegal, guys. Don't do it.
don't throw dynamite in.
We know you guys you've got your dynamite in your hands and you're about to go do it. We know our audience, okay? But put that dynamite away.
M80s.
Put it back in your basement.
Put it back in your.
Can I
butts.
tell you why? Another theory as to why I think I look amazing this week.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Tell us. Please expand on your beauty. Please
Came back with her
expand
little
on your
shells. Look
natural
at her little
beauties.
Hawaiian shells and shit.
Well, two things. I think that the universe gave me some good snatched up good luck because I rescued a turtle
Oh.
from a fishing line.
Is that why you're dressed like one? I'm looking at this. It's like turtle outfit.
George, pull up
rescuer.
my rescue, my video.
You
I'm already
saved?
disgusted.
Annie hates turtles, so I have to show
Why
this.
do you hate turtles?
Because I did a turtle saving thing and they're gross, and I had to catch their eggs, their pussy juice in their eggs.
The pussy juice? Turtles have a lot of pussy juice?
Yeah, they ooze out these eggs.
It's oozing out.
There we go. We're
Where
taking
are
out
you?
the
You're
fishing
there?
line. I'm on the left.
Oh, look at that. And then what? It's a little guy
Did
stuck?
you catch it?
Yeah, we had to catch it. And
Wait. No, but is that from you and then you're saving it from yourself?
Like you just happened to be at a place where there was
No.
a stuck turtle?
well, no, we were fishing there.
Oh.
Oh,
And then
sorry,
you
that's
Was
noticed.
the
friend.
turtle pre-caught, or did you accidentally catch it and then save it from yourself? Tell me the truth, Khalyla.
I'll tell you the truth. I looked down and this turtle was lame. It wasn't moving anywhere and it couldn't use its left arm. And then I saw a giant fishing line attached to it.
Oh, boy.
And so my buddy caught it. And then we took the knife and then we cut this thing from its arm.
When
and
Esther
it swam
comes back,
away.
we have to check her for fishing line.
You
Maybe
think
that's
she's
what
just
it
covered in
is.
fishing line?
Maybe that's
Her whole
what it
body?
is.
But see, we got now I want to dive into why Annie hates turtles.
Yeah.
I don't
Maybe if you
listen.
hated
It's
them-
not that I don't hate. Like that's very cute. Okay, when they get a little bigger, they're very.
What's the
They
biggest
cry
turtle you
this
saved?
This tar out of their eyes. It's just. I'm not saying like they should all die, but if they died, probably a new animal would come that's cute.
Well, tell Maddie where you were
Do you
trying
think
to
the butterfly effect of the turtle dying would just sprout a new beautiful
the way
animal?
evolution works is it's not
One-
like
one out,
something
one in?
dies and then nothing comes in its place.
It's true.
But so I think.
No, that's a fact.
Okay, so
God gives another animal to the planet.
yeah, I'm glad you brought God up because
God's great. Are you enlightened?
God is good.
What's
And
your higher power?
we will be going back to these shamies. I'm in a shaman dilemma. But anyway, Maddie, when I was 17, I did a project in Costa Rica with the Sea Turtle Project where
It's called cocaine.
helped.
Just cocaine.
No, I mean, I did no drugs.
Oh.
I was just 17 helping these sea turtles, but I was too young. I had to wear all black, go out with these flashlights with like a gel in front of them. It's red gel. And then when the turtles come out in the middle of the night to lay their eggs, they go into a trance. So once they're in their trance, they can't see you. And then you had to go under and catch their pussy juice and their eggs in a bag because there's poachers. And how delicious those eggs must taste. But I always think about this, scramble them up. Anyway, and then there was a hatchery.
Yes.
And so there were two duties. You would catch the pussy juice, and then you would
Yeah.
also be on hatchery duty so you put them in the hatchery, and then you would lay there all night, sit there and guard the hatchery from the poachers who have weapons and machetes. I'm 17 years old, little white girl.
How do you get there?
what?
You got like a brochure in high school? Like there's people
It was
like
like a
just,
whole.
How did you get, like, what sparked getting to Costa Rica to grab pussy juice eggs from turtles and save them with your life from the machete killers?
It was a whole program. It was called Leap Now. It was, I don't know how my parents fucking found it. My parents found any shady situation. They were like, take
Get
her.
you out of her.
Take
Yeah.
her.
You guys know I have a whole list of things that bog me down in life. Anxiety,
Bobby.
depression. Bobby.
He literally bogs her down like when she's in the ocean. He grabs her and she falls to the bottom.
So a lot of things interfere with my happiness. And to get through the rough days, I use BetterHelp. Check out betterhelp.com/Trash Tuesday. BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You can connect in a safe and online environment, and it's so convenient. You can start communicating in under just 48 hours.
You can send a message to your counselor anytime. And listen, they do regret that. They do get them at any time from me.
And I'm not kidding. That's a journal feature that I love the best because then I can put down whatever I'm feeling that week into this page.
Yeah.
And so by the time that my therapist meets with me, she's fully aware of thoughts running through my head, difficulties that I've had that week.
Yeah, when I'm in a spiral spin, I'm going to be messaging my counselor immediately.
Use that journal feature. It is essential. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions, all without ever having to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, so they make it easy and free to change counselors if needed, which is such an important thing. Because
I know, because if you're not
not a
vibing,
match.
yeah, when it's not a match, it's not a match. You don't want to force it. Then you got to go to therapy about the therapist.
And
that
you got to
you're
get a
with.
referral to another. It's a whole thing. But with
Yeah.
BetterHelp, it's like you can just switch counselors and find your perfect
And
match.
it's also more affordable than traditional therapy.
Anything
and
you share is
online counseling.
anything you share is confidential, convenient, it's professional, affordable. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they are recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. You guys, we want you to start living a happier life today. As a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/trashtuesday. Join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/trashtuesday.
Thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode.
If there's anything Annie and I know, it's about bad credit scores.
And I'll tell you something. You know what childhood trauma is the gateway drug to? Credit card debt as an adult.
If you dread looking at your credit card statements, trust us, you're not alone. Debt can feel crippling, but Upstart can help you on your path to financial freedom. Look how happy Annie is today, guys.
I feel so free. They help me so much, you guys. It's a miracle. I never thought it would happen.
So many Americans experience financial hardship in the last year. Upstart can help you regain your footing and get things back on track. Upstart is a fast and easy way to pay off your debt with a personal loan all online. Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high interest debt, or funding personal expenses, over 500,000 people have used Upstart to get one fixed monthly payment.
Listen, and we know that I have to fund my personal crab leg addiction, so.
And let's be real, Annie and I are kind of dum-dums when it comes to money. So if you just give us one payment to pay, we can do that.
It's too much to find all the other ones.
Find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/Tuesday. That's upstart.com/Tuesday. Don't forget to use our URL to let them know we sent you. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application.
Go to upstart.com/Tuesday. So I am set to do ayahuasca this weekend. And I kind of don't want to do it. I've done it twice. I've never had anything but a beautiful experience, wonderful time. But I have another shaman. I have this guy's program who I watch, and his shaman says to not do ayahuasca. And I have just randomly come across this video that said, do not do ayahuasca.
What are you?
Where did it take you? Both times? Just to a nice place? You were just like...
It's hard. I mean, it's dark. You go into the depths of your soul.
Yeah.
I mean, it helped me a lot with like my worries about my dad's death. I was always like very worried about my dad's age, his inevitable death. And then in turn, it was like my always being worried about the inevitable like bad things that are going to happen and not being in the moment and stuff. And it did help me with that, to realize that.
Being truly powerless.
Well, kind of, yeah. But then also the power in knowing that there's no control, and to detach and to not, to just love
Carpe diem.
what's there. And I felt very like that I was starting to acknowledge the love that was around me that I wasn't seeing. The second time I said, what do I need to do to bring my career to the next level? And I saw Powerpuff Girls, 3 girls.
Yeah.
And it said you need to get your girl audience going.
There you go.
And that was like 2 years ago.
And then you shit black and had an ulcer and then called me.
And then I had to get into ketamine and get an ulcer.
For her to contact me.
And where'd you get the black shit from? From like Pepto?
Ketamine.
No, it's blood
did so
in your
much
ulcer.
Yeah, from all the ketamine.
Well,
How much were you doing? You like drooling?
There were
Just
a couple
sitting
things going. Esther was annoying me. I had an ulcer. Or I was doing ketamine.
The annoyance caused the black shit.
I had there's a grinding noise outside that makes me feel like Esther's
You got
here.
a black shit coming. Whenever you hear that sound.
But also my apartment was under construction. It was just like a lot was going on.
Oh.
And I just got a fucking ulcer. But because I shit blood and she had talked to, who did you talk to?
I had just shit blood myself.
Yeah.
So we really bonded over shitting blood, and we talked for 5 hours on our first conversation.
Your first conversation was 5 hours about shitting blood.
We've never gone under 3 hours.
We've never.
Unless like literally something, our conversation ended today because I got here.
Right.
Yeah.
So the black shit brought you together.
The black shit brought us together, and then after that, it's like we've just been attached at the pussy, I think.
Yeah, we're Siamese. Twat twins.
Yeah, twat twins. Twat twins is nice. Twat twins.
We're twat twins.
Have you ever done ayahuasca?
No.
Do you do like mushrooms and stuff like that?
No, I'm sobs.
Always?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm
Always have been?
No.
Or quit?
No. Yeah, you're not
you quit
sober by
drinking-
not doing drugs. No.
Well, people
I used to
claim
do
it.
everything. Yeah.
But you never did ayahuasca, so.
No. I never got there. I never had to find myself.
Yeah.
Or like build a fantasy thing. I don't understand ayahuasca. I don't understand like the whole like finding yourself thing. I don't understand that. I guess maybe I'm like very grounded in who I am, so I don't get caught up with or my brain doesn't ever go to a place where I need to like figure something out.
Yeah.
Where
No,
I've
that's
already
good.
dealt with, I think I've figured things out.
Well, you don't
relatively.
have to. Like, you don't always have to be like going back and figuring out where things are coming from. That's kind of why I'm like apprehensive of doing it this time because I'm not in one of those searchy places right now.
You just want to feel it.
No, I don't.
You've done
I just
ayahuasca?
already signed up for it.
Yeah.
And I'm
No,
like,
I'm.
It's like a spa.
I just already bought the plane ticket and showed them.
I'm just about Amish when it comes to drugs.
Yeah.
I've never done anything like
Acid.
hallucinogenic.
No
never.
acid, no shrooms.
No, I used to smoke a lot of weed when I was
Yeah.
younger, and I drink maybe 3 times a year,
Right.
and that's it. I'm pretty. I don't even drink caffeine.
Right.
I'm a big square. But all of this to say that I've
does
had
deep
this
throat
same.
a fucking banana though.
Yes.
I don't look at like ayahuasca and the hallucinogens I've done as like they're not like recreational drugs. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
You're not doing them to get high. Like if you're doing them to get high, you're going to be sorely upset with yourself.
Right.
No, you need like a shaman. There's a whole thing like.
It's just one-on-one, or you go with like groups?
There's a group that I go with. I mean,
Yeah.
you can go one-on-one.
Where do you
I
go?
just-
Like Joshua Tree?
I did go to
like got
the
that.
desert. The first time I went, it was like in the desert outside of San Diego.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to like the woods in Chicago, which is where I went before.
The woods
and
in
it's
Chicago?
just my shaman is from Brazil or is from South Africa, but he lives in Brazil and he trained in Peru.
How much does that cost to have somebody spiritually enlighten you and bring you on a thing?
It's like over the years, it's gone from like 400 to 600. I think there's a little inflation.
That's not that
Yeah, it's
bad.
not, and you do it for like a whole weekend. And I know people that do it in like apartments in New York and stuff, but
That's
I've gotten
stressful.
really like, I've never had a negative like feeling around it. I've always gone into it very open and very excited and I'm very trusting of my shaman and his expertise. But just seeing these videos of this other guy saying not to do it just got in my, I just have never had any hesitation to it. But I am feeling like I really like the work I'm doing with just hypnosis and
You're doing hypnosis?
yeah, I'm doing a lot of self-hypnosis.
Wow.
And
Where
I'm
does
working
that
with it.
bring you?
It's just, I've just dropped a bunch of things. Like the thing I've mentioned on here a lot, which is like the biggest
Yeah.
get for me so far is that I no longer clench my jaw, which is something I was doing
That's really
since I was
cool.
a child. So it's like I'm getting rid of a lot of my like fight or flight stuff that I've been in and really like, yeah, it's been really cool. It's been amazing. But so now that I realize I can do these things without like diving into the depths of, like I can dive into the depths of my soul, like through meditation and stuff
Right.
like that. I kind of am like, fuck.
Do you meditate every day?
I do hypnosis every day.
You do hypnosis every day.
Yeah, I didn't do mine yet today, but
That's so wild. That's so cool. The fucking, when I was a kid, I remember we had a hypnosis or a hypnotist come to our high school. Not a kid, but
Yeah.
I remember my mom being like, you do not go up there and you do not. Like the things that I remember as like a teenager, like my mom was always very adamant about never letting anyone crack my back.
yeah.
And like never do hypnotism.
Did you grow up religious?
Yeah,
Religious?
Yeah, I grew up like Mormon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was in it for like born into it for like 13 years.
Wow.
We left when I was like 13.
Interesting. That's an interesting time to.
Do you
shift
then
your
just
entire-
excommunicate yourselves? Is
Well,
that
yeah.
how it
Well, my
works?
sister got excommunicated. Well, we moved like from province, so like
Yeah.
from away out of the one state where we grew up in like Dartmouth was a massive like fellowship, big church, hundreds of people every Sunday, like packed house every Sunday. It's like Super Bowl. And then when my family got it, we moved. There was no church. There was like one church, and we'd show up, and there's like 2 families. And then all of a sudden, it's just when you leave something, it just becomes like indifferent. And then you're just like, eh. And my dad stopped going one day, and then all of a sudden we didn't have to go. And then all of a sudden, my dad drank like a non-alcoholic beer, and we were all just like, what's happening?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, my dad started drinking beer, and then I was just like, what's happening?
Do you have a nostalgia for churches? Like, do you feel like when you walk into one, do you have like a childhood nostalgia or a feeling that you get like, this is like familiar?
Yeah, well, I went to like I got kicked out of public school, so then in high school, so then I went to a Catholic high school, and it was just like I don't know. When I walk into churches now, I just feel nothing. Kind of like I don't feel
they're beautiful.
they're beautiful. I
yeah.
always like looking at them. Like I feel like I come from like nice millwork. You know, stained glasses are cool.
Yeah, great millwork, great stained glasses for sure.
Yeah,
because
like-
the feeling that I get, because I was raised Catholic,
Right.
having to go to mass, get my confirmation, being baptized,
Yeah.
all of that stuff. But when I go back home and I go to midnight mass, I get very emotional. I kiss
Yeah.
the statue of Jesus's feet. I
Yeah.
light the candles, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm an atheist,
Yeah.
but I kiss his feet.
You feel it's
I
like
kiss
Yeah,
little
it's still that
baby
muscle
Jesus'
memory.
feet. Yeah, it's muscle memory.
Yeah, you've been
But
scared
also-
into kissing feet.
Yeah.
Some white dude.
maybe that's why where foot fetishes came from.
Yes, kissing God's feet.
Now, do you Do you think it's because it's like bringing you back to a nostalgic time in your childhood? It's reminding you of maybe your dad? Or?
I think it reminds me of like a serenity of like my family being together during Christmas time because it's called Simbang Gabi, where like the beginning of December you start going to mass at midnight, and your family all sort of walks there together. You light candles.
Yeah,
it's sort of this like
it's God rave,
and you get to be up late. That's so exciting.
Yeah, for when you're young kids. So I think I feel like some sense of excitement because of that, but not because like I super love Jesus or anything like that.
Yeah,
that's how I'm reading it.
Yeah, I don't believe in the God, but it's.
Do you believe in any, like, what about, like, people who believe in, like, 3,000 gods? Because I'd be more likely to be into that.
No, I don't believe in any gods. I believe in, like, a higher power. I believe something that is, I believe in spirit. I believe in, like, you and me and like, I believe
that's what my religion was Quakerism. It was the lights in everyone.
Oh, and you grew up Quaker.
God.
Quaker, okay. Beats and stuff.
You know who, that's Amish, but do you know,
wait, churning butter.
Quaker is like flour.
Do you know what my higher power was in AA?
What?
Shaquille O'Neal from Kazam.
Oh,
Everyone was
strong.
so mad at me. But I used to
I gotta send an email, gotta go,
I used to pray to him.
You're just doing your gratitude list in the
I
morning.
would pray to him in his genie outfit.
Shazam. You're like, Shazam.
I would say, oh my Shaq instead of oh my God. Everyone was like, you're gonna drink again. I was like, no, I'm not, but I will do ayahuasca.
There you go.
George has stuff for us.
Oh no,
So
what is gonna
here we
this
have
be?
Barnett's Mega Sours, the sourest candy in the world. Now, some would say toxic waste is the sourest candy, but we've done our research. These are actually sourer than toxic waste.
And what's the goal? Do we have to eat the whole thing?
Straight face, poker face.
Yep.
Ready?
Which color are you going?
I got blue.
I got green.
I'll trade you.
what?
You got orange?
I'll do blue. All right,
let's all do blue. Okay.
We all got blue? Take the blue pill.
Blue.
Okay, blue pill.
Blue pill.
Let's
blue
go.
pill.
Okay, let's.
And what? You just suck it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I always say. Do you just suck
You
it?
suck it? This seems like it's sour. For how long? It's salty. Why is it salty? This is disgusting.
Might over matter.
Wait, is this chewing?
Does it get sweet at any point?
Is it sweet on the inside?
It gets foamy if you eat it. Why is it foamy?
Oh,
That's
it gets-
disgusting.
Ew, why the foamy?
Yeah, exactly. Eat it. Chew it up. Really, like a lot of little chews. Really work the foam.
Why did it jizz in my mouth?
Yeah, that's like turtle jizz. That's a turtle jizz bomb.
It didn't jizz on me.
You gotta
Oh, maybe
foam
you
it up.
waited too
Because
long.
I've already been jizzed on.
I
She's
know.
full. Chock full of jizz.
Maddie, what are your thoughts on
dead.
shitting in the shower?
Like recreational or just like for use?
Well, I hear that people do it for use.
No, that's gross. That's not nice for anything. Especially I have like hairy thighs. Probably like
It would catch the shit.
it's a lot more cleanup for me. And then you push it along with your foot and then
Yeah, what do you have to
stomp it
squish it?
down?
Who
and then
really
you
does
stomp
it?
it down the fucking
Like Play-Doh?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's
See?
brown people have their own mythology and have our own like urban myths. And one of our urban myths that we tell each
she
other.
gets a tan and now she's really pushing the brown agenda.
So we tell each other that white people should shower, that it's a
You're
hobby,
told
that it's
white
a
people shit in the
pastime.
shower?
I've never met
As
anyone that
a-
shits in the shower. I've never not pissed in a shower ever once. Even when
I've
it's not on.
always
I piss in the shower every time.
Me too.
The warm water. It's always after I wash my hair. And I wash my hair and condition. And then I just feel so nice. And I'm just like, ugh.
It's not the first thing
I
you
just
do.
let
let
it.
it loose.
And I just let it go.
I like to pee on my boyfriend.
Yeah. Piss parties
fun.
are nice.
I
Water
love
sports
the
are good.
best feeling
It's
is
not
if you're in the
sexual.
ocean with a wetsuit to pee in your
Ooh, and
wetsuit
it
and
warms
it
up.
traps it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're swimming in that warm pee. It's
But then
the
it gets
best.
cold.
It doesn't.
No?
no,
It
not in a
stays?
5 millimeter. It just stays there to keep you
that
warm.
heat.
It's insulated.
It's like a Yeti cooler.
Now, okay, so I like to. Okay, so I always have to pee. My boyfriend and I are moving today. Currently,
Wow.
This just happened.
So successful. You're not even picking a box up.
The Lord had to happen to move the day to, and the exact time the movers came to when I came.
Is George Lord?
The Lord. No, it wasn't. This
Lord?
was already set, and then things got messed up in the apartment, so they had to push it.
Where are you moving?
We're moving to the same apartment complex, but with now it's 2-bedroom, 2-bath.
Ooh.
So now I don't have to pee while my boyfriend's shitting. I was always having to pee in the tub while he was
That's so
taking a
nice.
shit.
I had this 1-bedroom apartment my wife and I, or whatever, Trishy, and fucking, it was so small. It was like it's smaller than, well, it's maybe same size as this. And like you could see yourself shitting if the door was open, like anywhere in the apartment, you could see the person shitting or using the washroom or anything. And it was like, all we wanted to do was get a place big enough to like not see your partner like shit. Cause it's like, using the water, it's like whatever. It's not like a complete turn off, but like it's always.
I have an open bathroom door policy in my relationships.
You have to.
What do you mean just relationships? You mean FaceTime?
Yeah, that's true. I'm always, but you shit pretty fast on our.
We go with it. We shit together.
I shit together with all my, always.
Yeah. Do you FaceTime your guy friends?
A lot.
Yeah, it's great, right? It's fun.
Well, it's just nice. Everyone's relaxed. Instead of like just doom scrolling, you just call your buddy. You're like, hey.
Yeah.
You can't even be in a moment by yourself, just being normal, not looking at your phone or talking to a friend, getting validation and just shit regularly. You have to, you sit down, look at your phone for 2 seconds, switch out, and then you fucking call a homie.
That's the way.
You get your first push out so you don't look stressed. And then your second push, you can be on the phone. But the first initial push.
You don't want to hear a strain, though. You got to mute yourself when you strain.
I've never strained.
It just comes.
That's from your Asian squat.
Well, Annie, my method of shitting is the most efficient way ever.
You got like the step up thing?
Well, here's the thing. You have to blur out my feet. So when we were in the when I was growing up, you learn to shit like this because our toilets are set up a little different. In the province, you kind of have to shit in the rocks and the bang bang.
Yeah, in the bang
bang. The bang bang, yes.
In the bang bang. You have to go poop it. Oh, here we
go.
So
this is the correct way to shit. So you put your legs up like this.
Yeah, so that's the same as the step. So your body's in the push.
So it's been
Do you stand on the toilet to shit?
Now, I don't anymore because I think I no longer have to because I spent so many years shitting like this. Right. So it's like
it just it slides out.
Yeah, my anatomy has now sort of like upped a level so that I can now shit without straining.
Now, is childbirth easier for the Filipina?
I don't know. We're gonna see about my fish come baby.
Fish come baby soon. 9 months. Maybe it's even sooner. Who knows how fast the
gestational. Shit. What's a gestational period of a fish? That's when I'm giving birth.
I have to make a public apology.
Weeks away.
Oh my God! Will you birth my fish baby?
I've already done 3.
He birthed his own baby.
Oh, I was just gonna ask that.
Yeah, home birth.
Home births. 3. How old are they?
Max like 5. Rizzo's almost 3. Ozzy, she's gonna be 1 in October.
Those are great names.
Yeah.
Good job.
MacArthur,
what's your wife's name?
Trisha.
Trish.
Trisha
and Maddie. I like Maddie. The choice of Maddie out of all of the options is good.
Maddie's good. It's the best one.
Yeah, 100%.
Out of all my kids, they're good names, but my name's better.
Yes. Well, of course, you have to be the best.
One of the biggest bummers of adulting is having to quit cereal. What a joy it was to just be a kid and eat the cereal you enjoyed.
Just diving into it, not knowing that you were lactose intolerant, just diarrheaing everywhere, but so worth it.
The good news, though, you no longer have to give it up because there's Magic Spoon.
That's right.
Magic Spoon has 0 grams of sugar, 13 to 14 grams of protein, and only 4 net grams of carbs in each serving, only 140 calories a serving. It's keto-friendly, gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free, low-carb, and GMO-free. And they have all the flavors. The cocoa, fruity, frosted, peanut butter, blueberry, cinnamon, cookies and cream even, Annie, and maple waffle.
And you don't need to have your protein shake anymore. That boring, disgusting, thick drink. You can now get your protein in your cereal. Come on.
Subscribe today to flavors you love, and you can get cereal shipped to your doorstep, not to mention saving more than 25% on every order. You can choose 4 flavors you love, edit your subscription to switch it up, and keep yourself stocked up on cereal. We are all trying to eat better, but healthy breakfast doesn't have to be so boring. Magic Spoon has the amazing flavors you love, but without all the bad stuff. Go to magicspoon.com/Tuesday5 or use our promo code Tuesday5 at checkout to get $5 off your order. And try it today. Remember, if you subscribe to Magic Spoon, you get $5 off on top of the 25% savings from subscribing. And Magic Spoon is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like it for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked.
Remember, subscribe and get your delicious guilt-free cereal on the regular at magicspoon.com/Tuesday5. Tuesday5 and use the code Tuesday5 and save big.
Thank you, Magic Spoon, for sponsoring this episode.
How do you think truly Bobby would be in the pocket during a home birth? Do you
Bobby
think
would be playing a video game.
Yeah.
he would be indifferent? He'd be indifferent. He'd have his headphones on playing like World of Warcraft or fucking.
He would
how's
probably.
your phone?
He would probably attempt.
My boyfriend's moving, so it's like I gotta make sure.
I put mine on airplane mode. I guess you didn't. Fuck it.
I know, but he's moving.
I'm like pretty famous.
I think he'd do this. I think he would have about a 10-second period of really giving an earnest shot at participating in the home birth. Yeah. And then he'd be like, I can't do it, babe. I can't do it.
Do you think he could cut the umbilical cord?
I don't think he'd be present for that either. I don't think he's like, but I don't like the blood. And
what if it changed him? What if he turned
I didn't think I was ready. And then it's like one of those things. I went to like the birthing class with like mega doula, and like all of a sudden
Did she have dreads?
Nah, she was hippie zone though. But she did like over 900 births.
Wow.
And because I was like at one point right before the birth, I was just like, yo, like Trish, so like what is it? It's like midwife, this, that, like how many people gonna be in the crib? And she was just like, it's you and the midwife and like the doula. And I was just like, what? You know, because it was with the first one.
Go in a tub?
No, we all dry, like all on her back, cookie tray, like a baking tray wrapped in a towel for lower back support.
Wow. Bun in the oven for real.
That's it. That's all that happens. But it's amazing. I think whatever. I think Bobby would be great in the pocket. I think he would do good.
Have you ever seen him in the pocket?
I haven't, but I can imagine he would find the place he needed to go mentally, and he would zone in and get into it. And be like,
he once told me, he was like, great, if you ever get pregnant, I'll just make sure to book as many road dates as possible.
That's nice.
So I was like, oh, thank you.
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob.
That's great. Thank you.
Oh my God, potassium? You guys
we have banana break on this show.
That's what it is for.
Yeah, let's get the blood.
Let's do it.
You guys get tingly legs? What's going on?
We just get a little.
I get tingly legs. I cramp up easy, so hence the potass.
This is so nice.
Mm-hmm. I know, it's great, right?
This is a really nice podcast.
Is it the nicest one you've been on?
I think so, because it's always like one-on-one, or like Taco Bell was really nice. I think it's just like, I don't know. We had the sucker thing.
I need you to say we're better than Rogan.
Yeah.
Thank you.
100%. I'm not going to get canceled by 3 national newspapers coming on this show. It's fine.
My mom,
Canadians did not like me being on that.
Dude, my mom sent me a message where she goes, oh my God, Annie, I'm so proud of you. You got mentioned in this article. And it's an article about how since Rogan joined Spotify, his numbers have gone down. I'm like, Mom, this is like a bad article. They're like,
you were like one of the comedians.
Yeah, they're like, comedian Annie Letterman saw a low return in her. And it's like, also, that's actually not true. I got like over 30,000 followers every time.
Yeah.
They're so crazy. I'm like, where are the numbers you're crunching you?
I thought it was going to be, it's so funny. I thought it was going to be, like, I think Joe's like a double-edged sword, obviously, for some reason. But I think it is I thought it was going to like blow some shit up. And it really just kept, I got like 1,500. I think I lost more followers.
Really? Oh, I got so many followers.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Who cares?
I've been friends with him for forever, so I don't think people are like surprised that I was on the show.
Yeah.
With him. There was a lot of people that didn't know me before saw me.
I mean,
there.
I did
as a
a
comedian.
fight companion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rogan wasn't there, but it was his studio. And all I got were dick pics.
That's
Just
the
dick
saddest
pics?
thing I've ever heard.
Wow.
Rogan without Rogan.
You're like, all I got going on a podcast was dick pics.
Rogan. Oh my God.
Just a fucking ton of dick pics.
Oh my goodness.
I got some dick pics too, but did you get a picture with him and he posted it? Or was it a
No,
picture of
I was
you?
on the day that he was like getting ousted by the White House for being like the new face of like anti-vax.
Oh.
So I was like on that day. Like when that was happening, I was literally on that day, and then I posted a photo and I was just like, ba-boom! And I just had like, it was like, yeah. It was like every paper in Canada, it was just like, because we were making jokes about some stuff and it wasn't good.
Yeah,
And it was
Jokes
just like,
are always good. It's
jokes
fine.
are always
It's
good, but
good.
it was like when the newspapers got involved, I was just like, huh? Mm-hmm. I was like, really? Okie dokie. I need a statement? I was just like, what?
No. You
A
didn't give one, did you?
statement?
Well, it was a scenario because it was I didn't argue enough when he was like, we were just talking about, like, it was right after there was police. There was a funeral in like Montreal, like a secret funeral, and the police.
Is it because someone jaywalked and got hit by a car?
No, somebody died. It's a funeral. It's not a jaywalk.
They got hit by a car and died.
They got hit by a car and
R.I.P.
died. But it was the police went in and like raided it, the funeral, because of the pandemic, was like, you guys can't be in here.
Oh my God.
And so Rogan was just touching on that, being like, yo, like, what's up with this fucking Canadian government? Like, you can't have funerals? We're like, well, no, I don't fucking know. And whatever. And I just didn't argue it. I didn't know enough, and I didn't argue.
I hate when I don't know anything. I'm not going to
I'm like, I don't know. And I was just kind of like,
know.
and I got in trouble for like, yeah-ing my way through a conversation.
Yeah.
But you're like, you would have
I
gotten in
talked for
trouble.
3 hours. I talked about aliens.
You would have gotten in trouble if you
No
said
matter what.
anything. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but that's the thing. So I had to literally, I gave a statement saying, like, I was just like, sorry, not even sorry, but I was just like, I could have. Sorry. I could have argued more.
Yeah.
And it was like, and I was just like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I was just like, you're making me do the Canadian. I was just like, I'm sorry. I was just like,
I'm a clown, okay? I'm here to make jokes.
I know. I'm the guy who eats
I'm a
boogers and like
clown.
talks about
Yeah.
eating cum and
Yeah.
cooking food and like doing drugs. I'm like, I'm not anything. I'm like the dumb fun guy.
Maddie, what would happen if you cooked cum?
It depends. I think there's
Are there
there's
any
definitely
recipes
some things you could fold. There's a whole book.
of cooking cum?
Yeah. Look up the book. It's like we talked about it on Just a Dash because we were talking about eating cum, and it was there's a whole book about semen cookery, and but it's just recipes, and they're like, and throw some cum in.
Esther's going to finally start cooking.
Yeah, semenology. Is that it? Or what's the natural harvest?
Oh, and they put a flan. It's a
Look at
flan.
that.
I
little
like that
flan.
because it's deceiving.
Little dulce de leche with some jizz.
I would love a dulce de leche with
Some cum.
Some cum.
Just cum. But I feel like if you were doing that, just make something really nice and throw some cum on top.
Like
Right?
glaze
This is
it,
the
do a little
plan.
glaze.
Or like, why cooks? It's like, it's like adding alcohol and you burn the alcohol off. It's like, why
Right.
even add, like, it's just like, you want the jizz, just chuck the jizz on top.
Wait, so how would I approach this? Do I go to any rando and say, "Hi, sir, will
Cum.
you please?"
You're like
please not
eating a
in my-"
sandwich at like, you go
Yeah.
to Irwan and you walk
Oh
outside
my
and be
God,
like,
oh my God. You have to make Bobby cupcakes.
yeah, cupcakes.
Make him cupcakes. As he's eating, you go, that's another man's semen. I jerked him off. I got it.
Yeah. Cream pies, cupcakes. Cream pies, cupcakes. That does well.
Wow,
I'm sure you can sell a lot of cupcakes.
you're a genius.
Trash
We have
Tuesday.
our merch. Oh, we have a new name.
Yeah. Yeah, cupcake. Welcome to Cupcakes. Trash Tuesday's out. It's trash. Cupcakes is back. Is there reviews?
Yeah, it's 4.5 stars.
Dude, this book is like full of fucking. Just check out a review. Read a review. For the pictures alone, are you fucked?
Can't put this
What?
book down. Way too sticky. It says.
My gay cousin and his boyfriend got this in a white elephant party, and they threatened to make us a whole dinner using the recipes from this book.
11 out of 10 would buy again. What's a white elephant party? And there's also another one.
Well, when you're talking about cum, it sounds like a different thing, but I
White
think it's just
elephant?
it's like when you, like a Pollyanna, or is that what it's called?
Thank you for this recommendation, Maddie.
Yeah, so
My
I
life
think you
has
could probably
changed.
get that and, make a couple recipes. Get Bob cum.
I just want a whole array of
Bobby
cum.
drips.
I don't want just his cum.
You
He
want
has
all
like
of
a
it.
single thick dollop. It's not going to cover
When's-
a whole pie.
Just a pinch out, eh?
It's a pinch,
He
less
needs to drink
than a
more
pinch.
water.
Yeah, he's a little dehydrated.
He needs to drink water.
Yeah.
Spray it everywhere.
I like a little bit more propulsion than that.
Yeah, like
A little bit of a champagne celebration. I never get that.
Todd takes an unnamed hair product that I'm not going to say unless they sponsor us, and it does work. But one of the side effects is that your jizz is like more clear. He has not had that side
celery.
effect, but
That's the best one.
clearer. What?
Celery. You eat like 2 heads of celery, like 2 full
And it
things
makes
of celery.
sure it comes
24
to you.
hours before you're gonna party,
Mm-hmm.
and then Jizz Town.
But wait, it's
Wow.
more jizz, extra jizz.
Just all of it. Yeah,
'Cause
it's
his
great for
thins
all
out.
of the jizz. Every aspect of it.
Even
it's
for us?
milkier. It's more
Milkier? Do I want it
or not
milkier?
milkier, but like
It's more volume.
More volume. Maybe
I think I want
liquidities.
less volume. I think I want less volume.
Less volume.
I like the volume.
Grass is always greener. You have too much jizz. She wants.
I know.
Give me
Or less
Todd. I'll give you
jizz.
Bobby.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Switcheroo. Twat twins forever.
See?
Twat twins.
No harm.
Twat twins. That's what TT stands for. Twat twins.
So when I first started to get to know Annie, she was telling me some pretty wild stories. But one of my favorite stories has to do with her school nurse.
But do you remember what it is? What I told
there's
you about?
two stories.
Right. So when today she goes, all right, I have school nurse written down, and I go, that could be one of two things.
One of two.
It could be high school or college. I'm gonna go for college because college was the funniest thing that's ever happened to me.
Right.
I got crabs in college. Okay, the Adam Sandler had the movie The Longest Yard was in town. They were filming it.
Right.
And I lived in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And the movies would come and be like insane when everyone would come out there. It was like unbelievable. So all these guys were out there. I started hooking up with like one of the assistant directors. I met him at a party or whatever. He was like, 30 and I was 21. And like an LA guy. And he was like taking me out to these dinners and to the spa and stuff. And then I go out of town for a week. He's still on set or whatever. I start to itch in my fucking nether regions. I go, what is itching? What is this? I get home. My mom is in town visiting me. I go, Mom, something's wrong.
It's a Grand Army.
I'm itching. And then I look down. I see that I see things crawling on me. I go, that is fucking.
So
I have
crabs are actual crabs?
Yes, they're actual crabs. So then I go to the school
Bedbugs
nurse.
and
I go
pubic
to the
hairs.
school nurse.
Yeah.
And I go, I have crabs. She goes, no, you don't have crabs. And I go, I have fucking crabs.
Yeah.
And then she went,
I got
okay.
critters in here.
She took a second look and then she found out I had crabs. Now, 6 months later, maybe even 2 years later, okay, time has passed. I've gotten rid of the crabs at this point.
It took 2 years?
No. Because time has moved forward. The crabs are in the rearview mirror. Right?
Yeah.
Can't you imagine them?
Just bad.
I missed them. I actually was so sad when they went away. They were so funny.
You know,
it's
it
when I
can
knew I was
really-
going to be a comedian.
I
was
loved
like,
having
oh, this
lice
hilarious.
as a kid. When I would use the sood, it's like a really fine tooth comb, and I would pop them. Oh, the joy! My mom and I still talk about it. Like,
I never had
should we
lice.
get lice
Like
again?
friends.
Or crabs
There's still
or
time.
anything.
I've never had crabs either.
But
Love lice
I've had
though.
bed bugs.
But I'm at Whole Foods 2 years later, after the crabs, and
You see the
I
guy.
go to the
Oh.
guacamole thing. I reach for the same chip. I touch hands with a woman. I look up. I go, "Oh my God, you were the school nurse that diagnosed me with crabs." And she goes, "Oh yeah, I remember you." And then I forfeited. I gave her the chip.
Here's the chip.
She was like, "I'm good."
I think that's what they made a movie out of that. I think it's a Serendipity with John Cusack, right? I think that's exactly what it is.
It's either that or like the boathouse.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a boathouse. That was a lake house.
Lake house.
With Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
Wait, the Boathouse is the new one. What's the one that I just saw in the movie theater? The Dark House
Is it
Oh.
good? What is it?
or the
about?
Night House. It was bad.
The night house.
By the way, going to the movies sucks.
Yeah.
The movies need to let you do more. I went to one. Have you been to the movie theaters where they like let you lay down? and
Yeah.
stuff? But they let you lay down, but only so far. So I'm sitting with my boyfriend, and then they have this this barrier here. So you lay down, and then it's like. So I gotta literally every fucking hand job is a reach around because you gotta go around the thing.
You gotta go around and then
And it's like I just want to cuddle on his fucking chest.
Yeah.
So then you have to sit up and do it. It's just like, and then
Doesn't
it's
have-
so cushy that you're like, there's so much COVID in this. Like you're like, oh, it's so squishy, and it probably captured all the COVID from the person before me.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, and they bring you the food. They're kind of interrupting the meal or the movie, and it just, I don't know. The popcorn's still good, but. You
They
gotta
need to
do something bad.
Well, they have to do something because everyone's been at home depressed for
Yes.
2 years. But more so in Canada. But I think it's just like, but I think you guys over here, it's just, I don't know, like everyone doesn't even want to go back.
Yeah.
Nobody even cares anymore.
Maddie, did you draw any of your tattoos?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that.
Ooh, an inside
Some of them.
hand.
Yeah.
Did that hurt? The inside?
Yeah, this is the worst one I've ever had.
And they wear off or no?
I don't,
Because you use them more?
no.
People just don't get them because they hurt?
Yeah.
Last
Well, just
time-
take a pencil and touch your palm. It's crazy.
Last time I went to
that does
Vegas,
hurt.
some guy hunted me down. Khalyla, it's me, Brian. Do you remember? You tattooed me 3 years ago, and he lifted his leg.
Oh, no.
And dear God, it was the ugliest tattoo I've ever seen in my life.
Where did you do it?
Back when I was like a shop girl, my ex-boyfriend was a tattoo
Oh,
artist.
okay.
And I looked at it, I was like, I am so sorry. Most horrible thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, that shit's fucked.
But I wanted to get blasted in the neck. What is the sensation in this area?
Don't do anything. Stop. What do you mean?
No, I love neck tattoos.
Don't. You have a nice neck.
Ooh,
If you don't have a lot of
does have a
tattoos,
nice
like
neck.
don't cover shit up. You're
I
good.
don't?
That's nice.
Yeah, don't get a neck
Or do whatever you
tattoo.
want to do, really. I just like I don't fucking
Oh
know.
my God, she's gonna get a fucking neck tattoo.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? You like just like a design?
No, I wanted to extend my Filipino tribal into my
Yeah.
neck.
Oh, okay, I guess so.
My boyfriend told me he doesn't think I can handle.
You would look good with like face like
Yes, I
Yeah,
always
no,
want
you
face
really would. Like a
tattoos.
neck tattoo would look really good on you, actually.
burn it up.
My boyfriend told me that he doesn't think I could handle the pain of a tattoo.
You have zero? See that? I wish I had none.
It's cool to have none, right?
Yeah. It's
like
way
the
cooler
thing-
to have because every jabroni has tattoos now. It's just like I don't know.
He's a joy boy. He doesn't need saging.
No.
He's pure on the inside.
No, I had like the most depressing time of my life. I think the last 6 weeks or some shit.
6 weeks?
I've never felt depressed in my life ever. And
You should try ayahuasca.
yeah, and that sounds nice. And sage, and I just felt depressed and not happy with anything I was doing, and I never felt it before.
Okay. let's
Was
talk
there a
about it.
trigger? Was there something that happened that you can maybe sort of like?
I think I built up a business where I have to put so much output. You know, like it's a lot to do what everyone does.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
You know, just output and give and give and give and give and give, and then be criticized about everything that you give.
But are you
And
reading
that-
comments? Where are you finding the criticism?
No,
You
I
have
don't read
Google Alerts?
comments. I'm very good at like not reading both sides. Like
So
I
how
don't
do you
I don't
find-
like to get gassed up, and I don't like to be torn down.
But
so I
how
don't
do you
read.
find out about the criticism?
It's how I feel. I feel more just like the amount of stuff. I'm like, I want to just get to the point where everything is about how much work you're doing, right? Like I got a show on Netflix. I got a thing here. I got a fucking tour. I got books. I got fucking bleh. And it just like turns into, I don't know. I think I'm just like, my brain is still in a point where I'm like, I just flipped on myself and like was just like, you're not punk. You're a loser. You're a poser. Fuck you. You're just doing stuff for money. And I was just like, I am doing stuff for money. But I also just, I don't know, it just sunk in deep in my own head.
Yeah.
Like it's not about the comments.
You started like overthinking your.
I just overthinking
intentions?
and my thing, like my intentions and just like what I'm doing and what I'm putting out there. And like, it's, I don't know. And then it just went deep and I was just like, felt like I'd never felt like before. And I canceled like a series and like all this other shit. I was just like, I'm out on all this fuck you. And then I was just, I quit everything. And then now I'm just going to start figuring out some stuff.
Cool.
But I was just like, I don't know. It was just like a thing where I hit a wall and then the wall, I was just like, this is so crazy. Cause I think with the pandemic and stuff, it was just like, you know, how everyone like I had like, you know, it's like everything. Everyone lost.
Yeah.
And then rebuilt. And then how did you rebuild and at what costs?
Yeah.
And what did it take to rebuild? And then you're like, wait, I was just rebuilding all this other stuff, but zero like spirit shit.
Yeah.
And like not taking care of myself and working every day to make sure that I built stuff that isn't taken away. And it's just like, I just think I got burnt and then sad. And I'm never sad. And then that was the thing where I was just like, I talked to my therapist. I was like, I think I'm genuinely depressed. And then she's like, let's do a depression test. I'm like, let's. And then I did it. And she's like, you're not depressed. I was like, perfect. Why? She's like, you're just sad. And I'm just like, oh, okay. What do I do?
You're like,
It's
but
just
that makes me depressed.
and then I was just like, I'm just gonna take time off. She's like, take a week off. And then I took a week off, and then I was like, I feel better. and then I came out here. I took like a couple days to just like ride motorcycles and stuff out and whatever, and then I was like, I feel really good.
But
And
I
I
think
just
that's
needed to get out of my own little world that you create these
Yes.
little
Right.
worlds, and then you get burnt, and then you're just like, I hate my little world that I've always never wanted a job. And that's why I went and did my own thing and did all my shit. And like, you know, I have my own production company. I have all my own
Yeah.
shit. I don't have a boss, you
Yeah.
know? And I'm just like, I like not having a boss. But then I put the pressure on of doing everything. And
we can also do a great job of burning ourselves out.
yeah,
Because we think we've created a world where we don't have to answer to anybody.
you have to answer to the world.
Yeah,
that you created.
exactly. And so it's like now the pressure is on to sort of just always keep moving
Yeah.
and kind of proving the theory that like, you know, I create, this is all mine, but sometimes what's all yours really is a big weight to carry on your back.
If you want to be depressed, Khalyla has some poems she can read you.
Oh yeah, I have some. I kept all my teenage emo poems. So if you ever Just want to have a good cry.
Dabble in the darkness.
Yeah.
I'll slip it into your DMs.
I need a couple.
The opposite happened to me a couple weeks ago with my therapist.
Right.
She was basically like, I'm referring you to a psychiatrist. It's time for meds again.
Yeah.
Because you are a blue bitch. Like you are so blue and so down like a good 60% of your life.
Now, do you feel like since you went to Hawaii, do you feel different?
Okay, so here's
what happened. You got
healed
healed by the ocean?
I realized, and I know this is going to sound so cringy, but when I submerge my body and when I can feel, when I don't hear the noise of the outside world, and I am so hyper-focused on my own breath, and I don't hear, there is not a noise in my head, I feel that I am relieved of all of those feelings that I feel on land. And I did that every day for 8 days straight. And I feel baptized. Yeah. And now I'm like, I don't, not to say that those feelings won't come back, but it's
Khalyla's quitting the podcast.
I'm quitting.
She's going to live at sea with her husband.
I thought about that. I was like, maybe I'm just a seafarer and I just need to, leave.
Do you float? Do you do the float shit?
No, I submerge. I go like 25, 30 feet down and I just like...
No, I mean like the float capsules. Like
I never do that. You mean the
where you lay in the salt things?
The sensory deprivation tanks?
Where it's like you get to that sound of the nothingness, right?
But it's so...
I've never done it. But
I don't want to have to pay, you know what I mean? I always be like, go to the ocean.
Well, you paid for a flight to fucking Hawaii. You paid a couple bucks to get to Hawaii. Got an ocean down here, just ride to fucking Venice. Go jump in the water. $70. Yeah, go to jump on Santa Monica Pier. It's free.
No, I do that.
Once our schedules, like honestly, the scheduling is the reason it's crazy right now is because with stand-up, it's a weekend job. With acting, which Esther's doing now, it's a weekday job. So now we're like, our scheduling is crazy.
Yeah.
When our scheduling is better, we can schedule around you going and having these moments as much as you want.
But now,
we're going to have a moment of honesty. I think that so much of my existence in the last 8 years, my identity has been tied to Bobby. And I sort of, I live for the man. I love him so deeply. But I think that I forgot how to like live for myself a little bit and sort of tap into other parts of myself. And that's where I think it comes from, is like you forget that you are a whole entity, irrespective of your relationship with somebody.
Yeah.
And that, being underwater.
But I think that's the hardest thing.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing, is to maintain that oneness and to have that self-awareness of being okay with your whole self and finding your whole self and, continuously every day showing up for yourself, living under shadows of whatever the fuck you're living under. Because everyone is under a thing, whatever it is.
Everyone is under a thing.
Yeah, of course. Everyone's under a thumb of something.
I'm not. I'm over everything, guys.
She's the best. Number one.
Guys, I don't want to brag, but
she number one. She's a goddamn trophy. Perfection.
Trophy. I'm perfect.
Oh.
Well, thank you so much for coming to do this, Big Esther.
Hey, Big Esther's here. Big Esther's house is always open to you too.
Big Esther's house. That's great.
Will Big Esther come back?
Big Esther would love to come back.
Please come
Are you
back.
kidding me? When I got the ask, Big George.
Oh my God, Big Annie.
Big Annie.
Big Khalyla.
I was like more excited than Tiger Belly, to be honest. And more excited because I was just like, I don't know. I was like, you guys don't have guests often.
No,
and then I showed up and I was like, oh, I'm a filler, but that's fine. But I'm still just like, I think it's really cool to be here and to be trash talked or whatever the fuck you guys call shit. But I think it's
what we are.
Yeah, just fucking.
We can do an
twins.
in-depth next time. We can do a more in-depth sobriety. what led us there? Help the audience.
How did you become
get there.
such a big comedian?
What's that?
Stand up is so hard for just normal people.
I just feel like a 9 to 5 is so much harder. Whenever people obviously you don't have them, but like when audience members come up and like, you're so brave. I'm like, you're a brave bitch with a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
You're brave.
Yeah.
I always look at it like, I always say that stand-up's like an ocean job and And I think that what you guys do too is the same, you know, living in the entertainment business and stuff. But it's like, it's an ocean job. And I do this because I was like thrown into the sea. And I would never like live in a land job, like a 9 to 5, knowing where things are coming from, what's happening. Like, it's just, I can't exist there. So I like the turbulence of like being sucked under on top of a wave. Like, I like that sort of chaos. And I think now that I've been doing it about 12 years and I am starting to like get my groove and really connect with an audience, I'm able to be more grounded in that, because all anxiety and all fear is past or future thought.
Right here's nice.
We're doing good right here. And if we're not, we're a little too busy to worry. We're fucking figuring something out. You know what I mean?
Trash Tuesday.
Yeah.
Well, the name
Tuesday,
might
baby.
change, so.
What about
again? What is it called now?
Well, it's Trash Tuesday now.
It's Trash Tuesday now.
But it will be changed. Yeah. To Big
Blood
Esther's house.
Slugs.
Big Esther's house.
And now I'm just the fourth. I'm the fourth Esther.
But you and Esther have to share the chair, so you have to figure out
She just sits.
We don't have a budget for a new chair.
Yeah. She sits on
She's
my belly
really
like my
small.
baby.
You got to figure out if you're a top or a bottom.
Both.
And if you're the
Ambidextrous.
top, God, I would love to see it. I would love to see that.
Bob and weave. Well, thanks for having me on.
Thank you,
dude.
Maddie.
This is good.
World
yes,
peace.
brother.
Bye, guys.
Later.
We'll see you next week.
Losers.